just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble will not pay off as they lead down at the 20-yard line. Wolverines offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
How fun is it to have two guys one on each side when they have the football? They can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways and they can hit almost anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can go catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses feed their running back as many different ways as possible and just let them go to work.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Working downfield on first down. Flicks it up in the air.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, and hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Shem back there would have loved this guy. He would have loved the job if you had your tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, scoot the body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right there.
He showed it over there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's a
Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine in this game.
And he'll just take the lead in this drive to start from the 25. The Cornhuskers offense taking the field for a chance we haven't seen that today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there and get it going on that performance. Maybe last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got ready just in time. Just had to get rid of that. A good job to avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense. Beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. This guy
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll knock him down at the 38-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0
says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rush.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what I want.
He been swarming on that one spot. It'll be a turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done over that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was going to get that ball.
And he brought one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. On the option. Stop. Backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. There he goes. And the quarterback stuck him right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. A first and 10 for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed in the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front, creating the open lane in the running back following beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those throws and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Michigan 14, Nebraska 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get on one more play before quarter's end. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground and with that will So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Huskers heading quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Lincoln. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
When these offenses get in rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
It's a game of first down, and they've got one after their own 37.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, if you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So you see this offense continue to put themselves in good positions.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they're moving the drive to the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the land, and your accuracy goes down. That was an example there. Errant throw, the interception.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense.
Third and short like that on your inside of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball in your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say?
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. Knocked down at the 49 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And they takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive will do wonders for their confidence. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
They'll get down and put a stop on this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it.
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away
much. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They get a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Bringing the heat. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Attack. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it to halftime too, though. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Safety position on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Timeout.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A swing downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. You need to just...
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, I'm ready to get this straight back up here. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession. Your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one. Offense, defense, special teams have to play into their mind, but they have to believe.
Backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's caught. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, another incompletion. possession, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to settle the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. And off with the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down and still on his feet. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Turning it on. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open. Headed to the end zone. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost have the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown Wolverine! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something with this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Michigan 49, Nebraska 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
The give to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Bryant. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Switch through the line. He's brought down. Solid effort. Pick up every bit of yardage he could on the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Under fire. Working on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now on that big play to the 29.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. That's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll pull it down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws to the back. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Touchdown,
the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the field, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to the play.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Pryor. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. Loses his way through. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone at everybody right now.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still after that incompletion over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
When he can't grab a bullet pass on 3rd down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And they missed a field goal. Something has gone wrong. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Out of the chute, one toss to the right. Caught, and it's close to a 1st down on a nice pickup there. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Makes it past the mark. He gets it outside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing up back for 47 yards out.
You just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate it if I was on the losing team because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Browning. Brings into the open.
And here's the mindset if you're an offense. First of all, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Running to Breed. That's the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Cobb. Fires to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Browning. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to the well. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So here comes the Michigan offense. What a feeling this has to be, David Ingram. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long. Who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Michigan 63, Nebraska 3.
And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points sometime. The Colts have been in a premium. They haven't scored very much. So keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just see what you can come up with here at the end of this game, we're going to
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get him to go to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I could throw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy who gets in space. He can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing